So, gamers, I want to talk about something a little more businessy today, specifically airlines and who I think is going to be coming out on top. So, I really just think Southwest is the only company that's going to be coming out top that's an airline within this era. That's just because they're actually making strategic moves and using the fact that many airports are drawing out of their fucking airports and taking those slots open to new areas and then offering flights to so many new areas. It's a really high initial fixed cost of buying the rights to, fly to and from these new areas. I think it's really going to pay off for them. I believe one of the newest ones, Miami, which is a pretty decent tourist destination. It's like I like to call it the second Las Vegas. So you're gonna have people going there, and now Southwest offers flights there from many different areas, and it's gonna give them a great opportunity to gain more market power within the airplane industry. And they talk about their focus for buying tickets online and working online. I think that's going to be a great thing, especially as consumers move more and more towards online purchases. And I think they're going to get a little more you know, clout in the area for that. People are going to be wanting to choose Southwest because now they're safer because it's not in person, or not as in person. It's going to be easier since they've already got accustomed to working with online, so might as well just fucking gear tickets online. And third, you can go to more and more places. So I think Southwest is really going to come out on the top. And now some flights that are not going to very well, fucking United and American, I think they're going to get a lot of shit because they've had their middle seats open, I believe, this entire time and haven't gone back on that. I think that causes a huge issue within publicity where people are like, well, they're kind of keeping these middle seats open, so it kind of shows they care about profits more than making sure everyone's safe. And I think to some extent that's every business. I don't think any business really goes out of their way to do something nice unless it's going to come back with good publicity and increase in sales. It's similar to the phenomena of greenwashing where wrong companies fucking like Monsanto do something good and say, hey, look, we're doing good. And in specifically, Monsanto's case, I think this is a good example. They provide a lot of income to the new communities they buy farms from, but also they are kind of predatory in the way they buy their farms and the way they operate, which I think causes a lot of other issues down the line. So I think there's some good and bad with both of those. Anyway, to get back to airlines, yeah, I think United and American need to do something about that to increase their good publicity. There's an idea that all publicity is good publicity, which is generally true, but I feel like there are going to be some caveats in which people people see that United's not doing these good things, like, oh, I'm not going to fly with them anymore. I'm going to fucking New York from LA either way. Delta offers a flight, I'll just take it with them. Does it fucking matter much to them? So they're going to have this new, you know, this new issue, and it's also true that both any flight, they're all the same, they're all homogeneous, they're all the same, basically the same good. They get from point A to point B in an absurdly fast amount of time compared to driving, and maybe the only way that you can get to somewhere reasonably, because you're not going to go from fucking Japan to California. You're not going to fucking take a boat, you're not going to fucking drive because you can't. You're going to hop on a plane and get your ass over there. So I think that's that's the reason why some of these companies like United and American are really kicking themselves while they're down. Fucking they're beating the shit out of themselves while for no reason. They're not a needed good. You don't need to get on a plane ever. You can live your entire life in your fucking same city, and then every other airline offers the exact same thing. Maybe a price a little bit higher, but a lot of the airlines come with more space or what the fuck ever. So those are some of the big issues. And then third, they could actually end up getting legally hit by not endorsing social distancing, which is a huge thing right now. I know if Biden, when Biden comes into presidency, there's the mandation that he's likely to put in that are encouraging mask wearing, social distancing, all these things to combat that pandemic. And I think you're going to see a lot of a lot of the airlines that don't use that use middle seats get hurt by this. A recent one, started using middle seats again. I can't fucking remember, but I know United and American never stopped. And I feel like they could get extremely hurt by laws, consumer preferences, and the fact that they're all a homogeneous good. That's a basic economics theory. If everything's the same, the consumer is going to buy the one that gives them the most utility. You know, fucking United and American may have a cheaper flight by like $5, but if the risk is getting sick and spending multiple weeks in a hospital, you're not gonna fucking take that. It's illogical. Well, those are my quick thoughts. Thank you.